Hello again, I am Jim Bob and welcome back to F1 Manager 23 Hardcore here on PS5. It's been a little while, but we are ready to pick up again with our second season here. Tonight it's round 11 and we're heading to Silverstone. So yeah, here we are then, back and ready to do some more racing. Still not 100%, thank you to everyone who's sent their best wishes, but I wanted to get back into this because I've kind of missed it, you know, and I wanted to crack on and get this season done before Christmas if we can. I don't think that's going to happen now, but let's see, what date is it today? It is the... Oh, no, we're not going to get this done before Christmas. We can get it done before New Year, though. Finish this season off, I think. So, let's try and do that. So, coming off the back of a pretty poor race at Austria. Not the greatest. We had to retire Oscar thanks to damage on his car. Can't remember who it was who hit him, but it was enough to cause an issue. And Liam did not have a great race, but we did at least get some good pit stop times out of our cars to put us in a decent shape in the pit stop competition. So let's see where we stand with our cars. Let's take a look first of all at our builds. So we've got a new chassis on car 2. That's Oscar's car. They're both running the same front wings, same rear wings, same side pods, underfloors and suspensions. Do I have another chassis? I don't think I do. No, I don't. We are stuck with just that one. Okay. Let's take a quick look at our facilities. Check in with the boards. Obviously been disappointed with race performances, as you can see. Not been a strong season for us so far. Board confidence is still medium, and hopefully we can keep that going, or at least if we can improve it, that would be really nice. We are going to need to get this upgrade done. As you can see, we've got 24 days to go until that's done. We are nearing our mid-season break, so that might pop just in time. Actually, it's going to be tight. When is the mid-season break? Let's have a look. So mid-season break is here. Where is our mid-season review? It's there. Oh, look at that. The boardroom upgrade goes through on the day of the assessment. Ooh, how's that for fortuitous timing? Okay, good stuff. Right, I'm not sure where our car is going to be in terms of performance here at Silverstone. Let's take a gander at our car analysis. There we go. Big difference between the two cars. Very big difference. It can't be that much of a difference, surely not. Wow, that chassis is worth a lot. That's worth a huge amount. Look at the speed difference. Acceleration's a bit better. DRS is the same. Big improvement in downforce in the medium speeds and in the high speed as well. Same at low speed by the look of it, yeah. No change to brake cooling. A little improvement in engine cooling, but yeah, big speed difference. 0.5 kilometre an hour. That puts Oscar's car into the top 7 in terms of outright speed. Okay, maybe we can do something with Oscar. Let's have a look at the competition. Let's see, we're in well, I say we're in competition with McLaren. They're a long way ahead of us, but let's have a quick look. So we've got a big speed advantage over them, and not so much in the acceleration. Better DRS, They've got much better low-speed performance than us. We've got better medium and high speed, which will help us here. Our dirty air is still bad, though. Worst on the grid. A 5% difference. Okay. Let's take a look at Williams. Williams have got a quick car as well. You can see they're a lot closer in speed. Slight advantage. They've got a better acceleration. We've got a better DRS. They are better in the low speed. We've got the medium and high speed advantage. Again, way off in the dirty air. Nearly 6%. Those are the two teams that are kind of challenging us. We are better than Haas. We are better than Alfa Romeo. So it's down to how well we can do against Williams and how well we can do against McLaren. And Oscar might have a chance, but I don't think Liam will. Given how much of a difference that chassis is making. So let's be a little realistic. Can we get both cars into Q2? Maybe, but probably not. So we're just going to go one in the top 14. And do I think I can get into Q3? No. I think on balance, probably we're just going to miss it. Fastest lap's probably not going to happen. Let's try and get 2 in the top 15. Might be a stretch with Liam, but should be something we can try and strive for. Quality position 1 in the top 14 for 2 races. Okay, let's keep it simple on the guarantee here. 1 in the top 15, top 14 for 5 races. It's worth 1.1 mil. Go, and with that we are ready to head to a overcast but dry Silverstone.
Welcome and come on in to the home of British motor racing. We're here in legendary Silverstone, where the very first Formula One World Championship Grand Prix was held back in 1950. It's a place where every tuft of grass breathes motorsport, and the crowd are already crackling with excitement. Silverstone is a power circuit. It demands downforce and total confidence in the car for a driver to keep their foot planted through Sector 2, through the high-speed corners at Woodcote and at Copse, and carrying on through Maggots and Beckett's.
Red Bull have outscored their rivals to be at the top of the constructors' table right now. But as round 11 progresses, the fight for the championship is still underway.
So, let's get back to the racing.
So hello to everyone in chat. Mr. Watter, Turf, Farah, good to see you guys in particular. Let's get set up straight away, shall we? Let's start by stripping out the good engine parts. Is that the only gearbox? I can get away with that one. 10%. And Oscar's car. Go with that engine. That ERS. And yeah, we'll go with that gearbox there. There we go. Gonna have to invest in more parts for Oscar at some point. Let's see, Silverstone is 17 laps for a run. Let's put a setup on Oscar's car first of all. Let's start with a 5.5, an 11.5, a 9.1, a 3.25, and a 0.2. There we go. Right, Liam. Let's try something a little different for Liam. Let's go with a 6, an 11, 7.3, 3.5, and a 0.9. There we go. And again, 17 laps. Drop those settings, and off we go. Did I know Sophia Flörsch is the #1 most recruited F3 driver in the game? I didn't, but it doesn't surprise me. Well, it does and it doesn't. You know. She's the only female driver in the game at the start.
Yep. Radio check.
You know, anyone that comes in is just a new gen rather than a genuine. And she's got a glamorous headshot. There's probably some very thirsty boys out there.
A bit less curb. Copy.
I am surprised, actually, it's not, in a way, I'm surprised it's not Gabrielle Mini, who is a pretty talented young Italian F3 driver. I'm a little surprised that it's not him. But as I say, I can understand why it's Sophia. Evening, Victor. Evening, Derek. Hedgehog. Long time no see. I am expecting a big pace difference between our two drivers here, based on just how much that new chassis seems to have improved our performance. It is such a shame that we only have the one of them. It would have been nice to have both cars running that tonight, but next race, Hungary, we should hopefully have a second one.
It was pretty good.
We were supposed to have two tonight, but of course one got destroyed at Austria. 77%, that's not bad. A bit of work is going to be needed to fine-tune that. Oscar, 95, that's a much better start. You re-signed Hamilton by putting one or 2 year contract. Will he retire after all of your negotiations? I'm not sure. He might retire. He might stick around for one more year. I suppose it depends just how much money you offer him. Bit of a whoopsie for Liam. Coming wide out of entry, that's not too bad. Right, so we just need tweaks to Oscar's car. Hopefully nothing too drastic. Okay, so let me try. Let me try a 3.15 and a 0.05. Oh, that is going to break my front wing a bit as well. Let me just go to a smaller change like that then. Let's see if that works. Much more wholesale changes needed here for Lawson's car. So we're going to put that back to a 11.5. I'm going to go to a 9.1 and try a similar setup to what we've got on Oscar's car. me have a look, actually. You know what? Let's go to a 5.5, 11.5, 8.2. Actually, no, let's try a 6 still. See if these changes will work. Let's go with a 3.4 and a 0.65. That's not enough of a change on most parts, actually. Yeah, it's going to have to be a 9.1, I think. All right, so let's try a 5.5, 11.5, 9.1, 3.25, and a 0.35. That might do it. That might do it. There we go. Got them both back out on track again. So we have a little bit of F1 news. Still waiting for an official name for this team going forward.
Something seems wrong. We're checking.
But we do have an official name for Sauber next year, and it is widely being mocked as the worst F1 team name in history. They are the Stake F1 Sauber Kick Sauber team, or something like that. It's really bad. It's really bad. Kick have got the chassis naming rights. Stake have got the naming rights of team, or of the title sponsor. It's not a good name. It's just not good.
And
97, almost got it. We're in the optimal window, so still need to make a minor tweak, but hopefully we can make that relatively easily. Let's see. In fact, that was the big wholesale changes, wasn't it, we made to Lawson's car? So that's a big change. We've gained 1% with Oscar, so that little tweak wasn't enough, but we got really close with Lawson. Really close. That's very encouraging. Alright, so I actually lost the front wing slightly, so that is going to have to go up to a 6. So I'm going to bring that back like that. I'll try that in the next session. And it's just the front wing that's off. Oh, okay. Which way do I go? I'm gonna go with a 6. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 setups in my book for Silverstone, and they're either a 6 or a 5.5 on the front wing. So let's try a 6. Let's drop that back. Let's give that a go. Evening, Anthony. Stake F1 team kick Sauber. Yeah, the only words that are missing off the bottom of that are when they're down. Yeah, it's a horrible name. It's just so bad. There are other sponsorship changes as well. Cognizant have left Aston Martin. They will not be the logistical sponsor for Aston Martin next season. I can't remember who's taken over that role. And Monster are leaving Mercedes and are going to McLaren as well. So that's a bit of a change. It's been a long time since we haven't seen Monster on Hamilton's helmet.
Should be green now.
Well, Hamilton doesn't have his own Monster product. He has a commercial tie-in to, it's a sponsorship thing. I mean, they have the product and they've just slapped his name on it because they have, they have that agreement, that commercial agreement. That brand will almost certainly disappear. Or say that particular drink flavour will almost certainly disappear going forward.
We've got a yellow flag here.
At least I think that's the case. I'm assuming that Monster has been a Mercedes sponsor rather than a personal sponsor for Hamilton. In which case, we might see him on Hamilton's helmet as a personal sponsor and on the McLaren car as a team sponsor next season. I guess we'll have to wait and see.
What's your limitation?
Well, there we go. We've got Lawson's car sorted. And Oscar's as well. Beautiful stuff.
What do you think?
So I'll make sure both of those are in the setup books. I don't have many for Silverstone. Or maybe Hamilton finishes his career at McLaren. No, I think if Hamilton's going to go anywhere, it's probably going to be to go to Ferrari. Just because it's a team that's on every driver's bucket list. It's to drive for Ferrari at some point in their career. Okay, so let's have a look. Yeah, this is not in the book, so let's write this one in. 6, 11, 5, 9, 1, 3.1, 0.05. Okay. A little bit different. 6, 11, 5, 9, 1, 3.2, and 0.3. There we go. 2 new setups for the book. Good stuff. Well, that's practice 2 done for us. So I've been using my downtime to make some more progress on Dark Descent. I am closing in on the Platinum, just 2 trophies to get. The hard difficulty and the nightmare difficulty, and I am over halfway through my playthrough on Nightmare. So, which I started a fresh one a couple of weeks, about a week ago, week and a half ago. So, assuming that the difficulty stacks, which I think it does, I should have that Platinum very soon. Tough cookie, that game. I'll be very proud of that one when I get it.
Pretty low now.
Just glad the game lived up to my expectations. Yeah, it really did. It's fantastic. Yeah, and for the money as well. Bargain game. I'm not sure I'm going to get enough time on track. I might have to stretch them a couple of laps. Yeah, I'm going to have to stretch Oscar and Lawson. Alright, well, Lawson I can definitely get to 100. Not sure about Oscar. Might have to send him back out again, which I really don't want to do. No, there we go, we got him. So, that's what we like. A nice, uneventful practice. Got the cars sorted out. Got the drivers' confidence levels good. We just need now to do qualifying. Given our driver's tyre wear, I'm not sure I can pull off a one stop here. That would probably be better for Oscar, but his tyre wear just isn't good enough, I think, to support that. So we're probably going to have to two stop him. May as well two stop Lawson. He's going to be so far off the pace that we may as well try and get the extra pit stops in and just try and get him in the top 15 with Lawson. But yeah, I think Oscar's got a real chance of points tonight, assuming that his car doesn't get destroyed again. Both our drivers will be starting in high confidence. Lawson just in the high confidence. Oscar a little bit closer to very high confidence. That's not bad.
Qualifying is coming up, and the drivers will be ready and raring to go.
The high-speed corners at Silverstone are a great challenge for the cars and drivers. The technical Sector 1 rewards strong mechanical grip, while high-speed aerodynamic efficiency will come into play in the final two sectors. Neither of the team's drivers have brought home many points so far, so they'll be looking to change that as soon as possible to prove their worth on track.
You're going to want to join us for this, folks, so fasten your seatbelts.
So then, let's get the good stuff into the cars. Oh wow, 3% left on that gearbox. Only just made it through. Alright, so soft tyres, one flying lap of fuel. Let's see how well we do. Do you think they'll add a Formula 3 into F1 24 or a future game made by the company? Maybe in the future, but I wouldn't expect any big improvements in the next game or two. Big number of layoffs at Codemasters. So, going to be a smaller development team. and limit just how much they can put into the next game, or the next two games, really. Making his way onto the track. We're going to see, as I say, a big difference in pace between our two drivers today. I'm expecting at least half a second difference between Lawson and Piastri here, maybe 7 or 8 tenths.
There is Norris in front of you. Charge off a push.
Russell makes his way out now as well. He's not going to get in the way of Lawson.
So gap ahead is good.
Might get in the way of Oscar.
Okay, so go one and push.
Bottas taking to the track as well. Should clear him. Yes, we do. There he is. I'm not sure if Lawson's going to catch Ocon, actually. I don't know, he'll be close. Might just catch him by the end of the hangar straight, but I don't think he will. We've got a few more coming out now. Perez and Tsunoda taking to the track. I know Lawson is going to catch Ocon by the look of it. Get out of the way quickly. Oscar does not get held up either, that's good. So Lawson sets a 126.4 as the benchmark.
This is lap. This is lap.
Copy box.
What can Piastri do? Oh, 125.9. Yeah, nearly 6 tenths.
Run switch delta, stay negative. Make sure we cool in the car.
Both drivers in very strong confidence. Oscar's not going to need to run again in this session, I don't think. Lawson might need to. So I'll probably run Lawson again as soon as he gets back in. While his confidence is still nice and high. Don't want to give it time to start degrading. But we'll keep keep Oscar in the garage for a little while, I think. Wait and see.
Focus on tyres and brakes.
Okay, mate, copy.
Looks like we've got Gasly steaming up behind us. There he is. And we've got an Alpha with him as well. That's not going to do anything good for either of them.
Okay, track is clear. Okay, let's go.
Right, let's see some improvements in all sectors, please, Liam. There we go. Good first sector. Oh, straight through the middle of Gasly and Stroll there. That could have been awkward. Up in the middle as well. Ah, damn it, the Ferrari's starting its flying lap. And we didn't get fastest third sector.
We are currently...
We might not even have improved, actually.
There was a good lap. This is in lap. This is in lap.
Oh, we did. Barely. By 5/100ths of a second. We lost all that time. We were up in the first and the second sectors. And then we lost all of that time, pretty much, in the final sector. Ah, that's frustrating. I don't know if Lawson's going to get through with that time. I don't think he will. I think I might have to send him out with a fresh set of tyres. Oscar's fine. I can't see Oscar getting knocked out. Well, I'm not going to improve on those tyres. Not now. I'm going to have to go with another set. And there we go, Lawson in the drop.
Focus on tires and brakes.
Yeah, copy that.
So pressure lap then for Liam. Brand new tyres. Peak confidence. Can he find a little something something? Hamilton is slowest at the moment. I can hear the cheers echoing in the valleys. He's still in the garage as well. He's got to get a move on. He's got to come out any second. There he is. Leaving it to the last possible moment. So Hamilton will be the final car to cross the line, I think, to set a time. I mean, he should get through, but Russell's in 14th. So it's not a foregone conclusion that either are going to make it at this stage.
Track is clear. Charge off and push.
No improvement in the first, but I'm not overly concerned by that. Would like to see a slight improvement in the middle if possible. It's all going to come down to that final sector. Oscar better show up tonight with all the preferential treatment. Well, let's not forget, it wasn't his fault that the car was damaged in Austria. Forget who it was who hit him, but you know, that took him out of contention, so we retired him to save wear and tear on the engine. Still no improvement. Need a mighty final sector now, Liam. You see, this is where live timings would be good, because I know these aren't personal best sectors in the first and second, but they might be really close. We don't know. No improvement in the final sector. So Lawson's out. That's not good. He needs that new chassis. Hamilton did get through up to 5th. Russell only just made it through in 15th. Albon with a penalty. Oh, it was Albon who hit us, wasn't it? It was Albon who hit Oscar, I'm pretty sure of that. So we lose Hülkenberg, Magnussen, Bottas and Schumacher. So they're the two teams that we're quicker than. Although maybe not with Liam at this stage. Right. Q2 for Oscar. Let's see, can we get him into Q3? That would be nice. Evening, horrific.
Should be green now. Good warm-up on brakes.
Since Trackhouse Racing is a team in NASCAR and MotoGP, do you think they'll have an F1 team in the future? I wouldn't count on it. I mean, if Andretti is struggling to get a team into F1 with a works partnership of the was it the third largest automobile manufacturer in the world, in GM, then you know, I think it's highly unlikely you'll see Trackhouse get there. And let's not forget High-Tech applied, and not just High-Tech. Who was the other one? It was Rodin Carlin, I think, also applied. They both have teams in the feeder categories in F2 and F3, and they didn't get promoted, or they didn't get the opportunity to try and submit an application for a team. They were turned down. So yeah, I think it's highly unlikely. We've got more chance of Rich Energy making a return to Formula One before Trackhouse.
Stay negative. Cool as much as you can.
That's slower than his time in the last session, but tyres are more worn, so not that surprising. Close to Sonoda though. Less than 700 slower. Let's see if we can squeeze just a tiny bit more out of these tyres within the second run. Might as well. Going out behind the Red Bull's always a good chance as well for the slipstream, if we can stay close enough. That's a big ask.
So start to work on the front, get some brake temp.
Yeah.
Although if we've got a faster Red Bull coming through now, nah, he's on an in-lap. It's Verstappen behind us on an in-lap, so that's not going to help. Got a fast Ferrari coming though, that'll be Sainz. So we'll have to pull over for Sainz, but so will Perez, so that might help us actually close the gap to Perez. Depends on where we get past and where the Ferrari gets past Perez. Yeah, too far away.
Gap ahead is good. Good to push.
Well, we are splitting the McLarens at the moment. improvement in the first. Hopefully Sainz will dive out the way for us. Thank you. Middle split coming up as we exit Beckett's. No, that's not Beckett's. Is that Chapel? It's Chapel. Alright, we are going to get some improvement by the look of it. Beautiful stuff. We're quicker than Perez.
Currently P8. That's a
Did
good
not
lap.
see that coming.
So cool as much as you can.
Yep.
Slightly quicker in the first sector. Slightly slower in the middle sector. And a little bit quicker in the final sector. Ah, look at the tyre difference though. Oh no, wait. I was looking at the wrong numbers. So it looks like we made up the time in the middle sector with considerably worse tyres. Now that is quite encouraging for when we do get fresh rubber on the car for the final run. Which we're going to start any second. We are ahead of Perez this time. Looks like that's Hamilton coming up behind us. Oh no, that's Russell. No, it was Hamilton. I was right.
Clear ahead.
Alright then.
We're happy to push again.
We are actually somehow still in the top 10. And now we're going to attack on brand new tyres. Can we find a bit more? Okay, we're up in the first. I think we got a nice little slipstream from the back of Sainz there before he peeled out the way. No, that's not Sainz, that's Leclerc. So Leclerc is out. Oh no, wait, that's not. That was a McLaren. I thought it was a Ferrari. It looked red from inside the helmet. Oh, no! No! Oh, Hamilton! Hamilton, you bastard!
That's checkered flag.
That's it. No improvement. Oh, yellow flag. Is that going to save us? I don't think it is. Perez goes through. We're on the bubble. Joe's out. Snow's out. Norris is out. It's down to Gasly. Gasly's going to knock us out, isn't he? Come on, Hamilton. Fuck him up as well. Oh, that's not Hamilton, is it? Hamilton's already in the pits. Ah, oh, god damn it. Gasly's going to knock us out. I just feel it. Oh, we're through! Woo! Okay. We were going to improve until we got held up by Hamilton. So, going through Magnus and Beckett. So, I think we could potentially beat Sainz. But we are through into Q3. I didn't think we would quite be able to manage it. I thought we would fall just short, but I wish I'd stuck that with the sponsors now. Yeah, like we're going to get both cars into Q3. Actually, that isn't the same target we had before. Nor's that. Okay, I'm not paying any attention to this because this isn't what we agreed to. Right, let's see what we can do in Q3. Let's save 2 sets of new tyres. We'll go a lap with that and then a lap with that and see what we can do. Evening F1 Clits.
Green light.
How do you develop quickly at the same time as not exceeding the cost cap?
Focus on preparing for the start of the lap.
Copy.
What I tend to do, and it doesn't necessarily mean it's always going to work, but I tend to do my first upgrade for every part with intents, and then build on it from there. You know, then kind of go to normal development from that point, but maybe, depending on the part, depending on how weak that area of the car is, maybe do a second intense. Terrific says I've been masterminding a plan in my time off. No, I haven't. This is the pace that we kind of had with Oscar in Austria, but we never really got the chance to see it because Albon kiboshed his car. There was a real chance of points with Oscar in Austria. Given the way our car is at the moment with the new chassis, I'd say this circuit actually suits the car a little bit better than Austria did. I still think our quali pace is a little bit better than our race pace, so I still think we'll maybe go backwards a little bit in the Grand Prix, but I think we'll be in with a shout of finishing in the top 10, assuming nothing bad happens to the car. we get held up on this lap, it's not the end of the world. This is just a banker lap that we're putting down. Just to get a time on the board, get a baseline of confidence before we have our proper run with the other tyres. I'm not expecting this time to be... I'm just wondering, is that Hamilton in front of us again? Oof, that was close. I think it is Hamilton, actually. No, it's not. It was Russell that time. I'm expecting this to be sort of like mid 126s this time. Yeah, 126.3. That's a little bit better than I thought it would be. I thought it would be about 126.4 to 126.5, so that's not too bad. It's not good enough, but it's a decent starting point. More importantly, we've got our confidence level nice and high. And I'm going to try and time this so that we are the only real competitive car on track. Get a nice clean run. And then we'll just have to sit and wait and see what happens.
Maximum tyre and brake warming.
Everyone else should be on their way back to the pits now. So hopefully we'll have the track to ourselves for this lap. Evening, Baron. Alonso is making his way out. Hopefully there'll be a big enough gap that he's not going to be an issue for us. Just worried, yeah, we're going to start to see other cars starting to pull out. Here comes Sainz.
You got a good gap ahead. Go one.
Right, Sainz is going to hit the track before we get round there. Don't know about Ocon. Should beat Ocon out of the pits. Yeah, we did. So it's all down to Sainz getting out of the way nice and quickly for us, which he should do. We might even get a little bit of a slipstream off him. Oh no! Ah, that's not good. That will have held us up a little bit. Hopefully the damage wasn't too bad. If we don't improve in this middle sector, we're screwed. Okay, so we did improve, but not as much as we could have done. Good strong final sector. Clear track. Drive to the line. And And we found 0.6 of a second.
That's
Could
a
have
strong
found
line.
maybe a touch more. Look at that, how close we were to Sainz. Sainz is just about to start his lap, so he might improve anyway, but we could theoretically have gone even quicker than that. Question now is, do we end up holding anyone up as we do our in lap? We might affect Sainz, we might affect Ocon. Don't think we're going to affect anybody else. Got to say, Alonso's certainly going to improve. Oh, he's stuck behind Russell. Yeah, that'll hold him up a bit. He should still go faster than us, given where Stroll is. He does, but not by much. He definitely lost some time thanks to Russell. Here comes Sainz. And Sainz shoots all the way up to third. Alright, Hamilton. Got to imagine he's going to go quicker than us as well. And he does, yeah. He found 0.6 of a second as well. So, I mean, not a horrible showing. We never really got a chance to set a true flying lap in either Q2 or Q3 with the good rubber. We lost time in Q2, but we still managed to squeak through, and we didn't get a completely clean run here in Q3 with the good tyres, so maybe there's a little bit more pace in the car. Of course, that's quali pace, where our driver's confidence is usually very, very high, if not peak. So it'll be interesting to see how that translates into race pace. But if we can get a couple of good overtakes done and hold the position, we could be in with a good shout at the start. Tenth isn't a bad starting position.
The excitement is building, there's electricity in the air. But there's no surprise in that. It's race day.
Silverstone is certainly a circuit rich in Formula One history. From Giuseppe Farina winning the first championship race held here in 1950, right through to Lewis Hamilton's 2008 masterclass on racing in the rain. We've been having sunny weather here today, but there are some clouds looming that might complicate things for teams further down the line.
This is sure to be quite the spectacle then, and we've got a front row seat for today's race here at Silverstone.
Alright then, so 17th place for Lawson, thanks to that penalty for Albon. 10th place for Oscar. Let's have a little tweak of the strategy slightly. Let's go like that. And let's go with that one for Oscar, I think. Definitely want extra fuel for this circuit. It is a power-hungry circuit. Going to really go hell for leather at the start with Oscar. Not so much with Lawson. Going to try and hold his battery in reserve. but we need to try and hold position and maybe even sneak a place with Oscar if we can. Let's just check the parts. Yeah, we'll be fine with those. Right, let's go to the grid. The first time in a little while.
The British Grand Prix is nearly upon us. The drivers composing themselves on the grid ahead of 52 laps around Silverstone. Time for Oscar Piastri to show what he can do.
Starting P10 puts them in the right place to get some points, but there's still a lot to do.
Here we go. It's time to go racing. Hold on tight. It's the British Grand Prix. And it's lights out and away we go.
Right, let's have a decent starter. We can jump by Joe. We'll get that place back. I'm not going into aggressive overtakes on the first lap or so. I just want to try and keep the car on the tarmac. A little nervous about being side by side with Joe like that, but there we go. We have pulled ahead. That will count as an overtake, which has put us into a very strong position confidence-wise. Lawson's gained a place as well. He's up to 16th. I'll drop the tyres down a touch now.
This is slow.
Yeah, copy.
What would I be happy with? A point. Be happy with a point. So if I can hold position and finish in 10th, yeah, I'd be happy with that. We've got a very good DRS and we've got good speed, good straight line speed. Pretty decent in the high speeds as well, which will certainly help us. The rather rubbish acceleration won't do us any favours, and the piss-poor dirty air performance is certainly going to hurt us as well, but we shall see what we can do. I'll drop those tyres down. I'm just going to key with Alonso if I can. Now let's give some battery to Lawson.
Copy.
DRS enabled.
No energy, no energy.
Copy.
We can just focus on charging you back.
Copy.
back off.
Copy.
And not just one car involved in that, as you can see. A bitter blow too for more than one driver from the pack.
Are you okay?
I didn't want to the tire.
Keep pushing.
Yes, I was muted. Yeah, I'm retiring him.
Trying to bring it back. Sorry.
And that'll be a penalty for Lawson at the next Grand Prix.
Tyre conditions good, we can push a bit more.
Copy.
Stay in range, stay in range. It's close. I think we just about made it. Alonso might not be in range, actually. Touch and go for him. No, he got it. Just. So, all our eggs are in the Oscar basket.
And energy is available.
Yeah. Copy.
Yuki has got past Zhou. And we have been dropped by the Astons, unfortunately. Let's just run our own race then.
Back up.
Copy.
So 10th is the target. Let's not destroy our tyre strategy just chasing the back of cars so they're too quick for us. It would have been nice to stay with them a little bit longer if we could. Is catching. Oh wow, Russell's tyres, look at those, 63% already. He must be using a set of scrubs at the start. Tauri just hasn't stopped pushing those tyres. So let's try and figure out exactly where we're going to have the advantage on the track. Yeah, coming out of the main start, well, the old start-finish straight through Copse, and then into Maggots, Beckett's, Chapel, Stowe. That's going to suit us beautifully because that's playing to our strength, speed and high-speed downforce. So we should be good through those sectors. This is where we start to come under a bit of pressure. I don't think it's going to be long before Yuki does get into our DRS, unfortunately. Our tyres are obviously going to wear out pretty quickly. Partly because of the compound, partly because of Oscar's smoothness rating. I don't think we'll be able to stay away from Yuki on this lap. I think he's going to grab us. Yeah, I think he's pushing. He's breaking away a little bit from Joe. He's getting onto the back of us. Looks like he's pushing a little bit. We are below the prediction. We do have a little bit of leeway on the mediums. Let's just see if we can defend from Yuki now. If not, then we'll try and sit in his DRS. Charge our battery back up and try and maybe eke out these tyres a little bit more. He's just going to have a lunge. Got us into Brooklyn, there's nothing we could do about that.
Head down, crack on. Focus on getting the pack up.
Copy.
No risks.
Yeah.
Just try and keep Oscar tucked in behind. What happened with Lawson? He rear-ended Valtteri. Damaged his chassis, only minorly, but damaged his chassis. Major damage to his front wing. Would have destroyed his strategy and dropped him, half a minute off the back of the pack. So I figured, may as well just retire him. He's not going to make the top 15.
We need to focus on the energy now.
Copy.
It's a real group of cars right behind us here. Don't think I can risk going into harvest again for a while. Trying to get right onto the back of Yuki again. Easier said than done when we're having to drive so defensively. have to burn the battery here.
You've got energy.
Copy.
There we go. Just pull a little bit of a gap.
Focus on bringing the pack back up.
Copy.
So you can back off a bit.
Try taking a little bit of pace out of the tyre. So you just stretch it by an extra couple of laps. Undo the damage we did to them in the first couple of laps of the race. Oh wow, we just lost a huge amount of time by doing that. Okay, let's not do that anymore.
Yep.
Energy if you need it.
Yeah.
I think Yuki's pushing again, trying to break away from us. Just had a quick look to see what he did last lap, a 1:31.9. I think he'll be much faster this lap. Yeah, 1.1 seconds a lap faster. Yeah, I had a feeling that was going to be the case. Well, we're getting close to our pit window. Opens up on the next lap. And that's all she wrote for our battery.
No energy.
Yep.
We can just focus on charging the pack.
Yep.
And we're not going to be able to pull away from Joe. Let's have a look. What about if I were to come in early? That's only 2 seconds slower, but would give us more options. I think we'll switch to that.
Do everything you can, mate.
Let's try and get some battery in the car while we're burning up the tyres.
Okay.
See if that will protect us. And that's Russell in. He absolutely hammered his tyres at the start. done a pit stop with Lawson just to do a time. Never mind. Keep forgetting to do that. More lap and then we're boxing. I just hope I can keep Joe and co behind us.
Box this lap.
Box.
He's going to dive, but yeah. That's unfortunate. As long as he's the only one who gets through. Oh, actually, we haven't given up the position yet. There we go. Now he's got it. But we're going to have a slipstream and we're going to have DRS, so we should be able to hold everyone else back. I'm not going to be able to retake the position. Even if we manage to get alongside, we probably have to bail out because we're boxing. So we'll keep charging.
So take it easy.
Copy. Oscar for that.
Copy.
Alright, 2.5. That's not a bad stop.
Caution one on exit.
Now I'm going to get out ahead of Schumacher. There he is. Oh, don't be a VSC or something. That would just be horrible. Everyone would dive in.
Right then,
Just
we can
Bottas
take a
running
look
wide.
now at the last turn of club. And that won't help their chances.
Yeah, I didn't really do much. Max boxes, as does Magnussen. Hopefully we're not going to get undercut by Magnussen here. Or overcut.
Use energy.
Copy.
Oscar fends off his potential teammate for next season. There we go. Yeah, we're going to stay ahead of Magnussen. Oh, he's had an issue in his pit stop as well. Beautiful.
The Haas garage are set to go.
Oh, he's gone soft again. Okay.
And there we see the problem.
Oh, that's a really long stop. Wow, big issue. I'll take that. He's gone from being a second or so behind me to, well, let's see when he gets out. 8 seconds behind. And the tyres are now up to temperature, so we should be able to drop Schumacher now. Personal best in the middle.
We need to focus on the energy now.
Copy.
Look after front tyres.
Yep.
Alright, so that's time gained on most of the cars that were chasing us. Not all of them. Let's see, they're all tucked up behind Yuki. Yuki's did a 132.5, so yeah, we definitely gained a little bit of time there. We might be in a position to actually undercut Yuki here. There's Perez boxes. We can keep these tyres in decent shape.
Back off now.
Might be able to go back onto softs instead of another set of mediums. See what happens with our pace if we run like this for a lap or two. It's not going to be a 131 because we're not using battery this lap, but interesting to see what we do. Perez exits, comes out behind Norris, just ahead of Hulkenberg. He's going to be under pressure for the first couple of corners. Albon, going to be close, but we should get it back ahead of him. We do. 131.9. So we should be doing 132s running like this. And it's okay. It's not ideal, but so I want to try and look after these tyres a bit if I can. Another reason I should have boxed Lawson before I retired him. Clear that penalty. I wasn't thinking. Leclerc boxes from the lead. That promotes Ocon. Good stop for Leclerc. Hulkenberg's in. tyres. Oh, bad stop for Hulkenberg. So it's not going well in the Haas garage today. The tyre just does not want to go on. Terrible stop. He did a 1:31.7. That's actually a pretty good lap. I'm quite pleased with that. 1:31.7. On pace with Zhou and Tsunoda. Albon's going to be coming at us pretty hard. We are going to have to watch out for that. Speaking of Tsunoda, he's into the pits. That's a quick stop. That's a very quick stop. He's going to get out in front of us. It's going to be close though. Seconds. We're not going to be able to stay with him, not with him being on brand new softs. As soon as those tyres get up to temp, he's gone. Evening refill. Alright, Zhou's in. Once again, I think we might struggle to stay with Zhou if he's going onto softs. I think he was going to make the jump onto a set of hards and go one stop to the end. Soft tyres for Zhou, so he's doing something. Decent stop as well.
And you can lean on tyres.
Copy.
With Zhou on cold tyres, we had a chance to try and close up to the pair of them if he was going to hold up Yuki, but Yuki got straight through, so I don't know, we're not too far away. Maybe we can at least get DRS for a lap off the back of Zhou. Maybe. Maybe not. Gasly comes in. He was in that group as well. So if nothing else, this might bring us close out by Gasly. You can see just how much time we're losing because we're not on softs compared to these guys in front of us. There's Gasly. Oh, I just got out in front of him. That was close. But he's on soft as well, so we're kind of screwed.
Focus on bringing the pack back up.
Copy.
It's all going to come down to the final stint. New fastest lap for Charles Leclerc. 28 is way faster than we can manage. Norris boxes, so we'll get out ahead of Norris. Comfortably ahead of Norris. But Norris might be one-stopping here. Nope, that's soft tyres, he's two-stopping. Gasly breezes past us. The 10th is starting to look a little bit like a pipe dream now. Because I get the feeling the guys that started on mediums are going to go soft on their second stint, or the second tyre stop as well. So that'll be medium soft for them. So we won't have an inherent tyre advantage, unfortunately, I don't think. Both Astons are in at the same time. Could we see some drama here? Hard tyres for Alonso, so this is a one-stop strategy. That's a good stop. They're both going for the one stop. And we got past. Yeah, expected that.
We need to focus on getting the pack up.
Yeah.
We can just focus on charging the pack.
Yeah.
See though, the benefits of having Ben with Oscar now is that Oscar's confidence, having been overtaken by Gasly, by Zhou, well, not really by Zhou, but being threatened, not being able to stay with Tsunoda and Zhou, and having been passed by Gasly, our confidence is still above where it started. We're still in very high category, which is giving us +3s across the board. That's quite nice. Looks like we've got a couple more one-stoppers. Hamilton going for the one-stop. Decent stop. Ocon one-stopping. And Sainz one-stopping as well. Oh wow, Gasly jumped Stroll there. I wonder if we can get Stroll. Oh, he's come out just, or the Ferrari got out just in front of him. That's going to give them both DRS. Sainz is going to get dropped by Gasly very soon, so Maybe we can sneak up onto the pair of them. Albon has suddenly closed the gap to us pretty quickly. Oh god, yeah, look at that, 129.7. He really pushed last lap. Magnussen and Norris lurking in the background as well. On one. Bad. Albon much quicker still. But he had a much bigger tyre advantage, so he's really pushing his tyres at the moment. And now he's under pressure from Magnussen, who is absolutely smashing his tyres. He's through. Ooh, yellow flag. Is this a VSC? It's a spin. No, it won't be a VSC. Who spun?
Yellow ahead.
Charles Leclerc, was it? No, Albon.
Now this was the 7th
Who's
corner.
behind us? We just
And
saw
the controls
Albon,
lost.
sorry,
In the
Leclerc
end,
getting
just a
dropped in the
helpless passenger.
leaderboard, so he must have just been overtaken. Yeah, he's scrapping, look, with Perez. They're swapping back and forth, they're side by side. Well, that takes the pressure of Albon off us, but we have got Magnussen and Norris on softs, absolutely steamrolling up to the back of us. And we don't quite have enough grip left in these tyres to push onto the back of the hard-shorn Stroll and Sainz. We can just keep that 1 second gap to Kevin. Stop him from getting our DRS, will be okay. Joe and Yuki battling it out. And Gasly's up there as well. Oh, I tell you what, it'd be great if there was a lock-up and all three of them had some kind of damage. Irreparable. That would be awesome. That would put us back into 10th. Gasly is going to get the move done. Norris has got the jump on Magnussen, which I was afraid of, because Norris's tyres are in much better shape. And he will be a threat to us. Breezed around the outside of us like we weren't even there. That's not good. We are still just about clinging on to high confidence though. And we might possibly be able to break Magnussen now. Go on, Oscar. Have a look. Oh, big spin. Big spin. Definitely going to watch that one again. That's Kevin's tyres pretty much destroyed. 28%. Drops in behind Albon and Hulkenberg. So expect a set of mediums, or maybe even hards, to go on Hulkenberg, sorry, Magnussen at the end of this lap.
Use everything.
Copy.
Let's try and stay with Norris if we can. Can't
No
afford to
saving
keep
required.
losing positions like this.
Copy.
The promise of potential in this car is it's so close. Just need to improve our low speed performance a little bit and our dirty air a lot, because that's terrible. I'm not sure if we've got any other parts in development right now. We must have something.
No
Check when
more
this race is done.
Yeah.
Bring the pack up.
Copy.
We need lift and coast.
Copy.
We need to focus on the energy now.
Copy.
And there goes Magnussen.
Focus on bringing the pack back up.
Yeah.
It is mediums, yeah. I thought it might be. Did leave Oscar in harvest just a touch too long because I was looking at Kevin. It's dropped us out of range again.
Corinne Chandok, talk us through this one.
The Haas pit crew are
I just
already...
go from bad to worse for Haas today, doesn't it?
Ah, but the car isn't released properly.
It's another terrible pit stop. Just need a bit more tyre wear management out of Oscar, if at all possible. Need to keep working his pace stats, which we're doing, but we also need to get his smoothness up. Heating his tyres a little bit too much. I think it's a new suspension we've got coming, actually, isn't it? For is there a new suspension? We had something new coming for Hungary. Yeah, we're just dropping off the pace too much now, unfortunately.
Maybe just take it easy on the straight.
Yep, copy.
Back off now.
Copy.
Maybe we'll get a little bit of luck. Maybe we'll get a safety car or a VSC in the next couple of laps. Safety car would be perfect. Pretty close at the fronts. Between the top three. Let's take a look at their tyre wear. All three of them are going to stop again. Leclerc might have to go mediums. Let's have a look. He started on medium, so he might be able to stretch them. These two are definitely going on to softs again, the two Red Bulls, for their final stop. I imagine Charles is going to try and go soft as well. Ocon in with a good chance of finishing in 4th place. Depends how quickly Russell can go on those new soft tyres he slaps on when he stops. He's under all sorts of pressure from Alonso right now, who is going to the end. Oh, some very aggressive defence there from Charles Leclerc. A little bit of weaving. That would be a black and white flag if he did that in reality. But he is stubbornly hanging on to second place at the moment. And now he dives in.
So you're good to push on tyres.
Copy.
You can push a bit more.
Decent stop. Russell's in as well. Softs for Russell. Yuki. So this will be softs for Yuki as well, which means we're going to see Gasly coming in soon. And Joe, they're going to go soft as well. And we've got to see if Hülkenberg can actually pull out a decent stop for Haas. I don't think they can. Well, we'll see. What's the situation? No hope for points. It's not looking good. Someone spun. Oh, it's Gasly. Oh, that helps.
Things were all right here.
That's a big spin as well.
Round they go. And ultimately, just unable to bring the car under control.
Got going quite quickly, though. And it's actually a decent stop for Hülkenberg. And they're out in, it looks like they're staying out for Magnussen. Or are they? Can't tell. The Gasly's dropped behind us as a result of that spin. Wow. Did not expect that. So that's one less car in front of us that we have to worry about. For now, anyway. He will come back at us as soon as he boxes, which is going to happen now, I would imagine. Norris is in.
Copy that.
So if Norris has a bad stop here, because he's right in front of us. There he is. And there's us. If Norris has a bad stop, we could maybe capitalise on that here. Oh, no, he's out before we... He's out before we even get to our box. 2.5 again. It's not a bad stop.
Clear on exit. No saving required.
Copy.
Let's see if we can maybe use Bottas as a springboard to get closer to Norris and at the very least get away from Gasly a little bit. There is the tyre situation. So the hard tyres still holding on, but they are certainly not quick anymore. Leclerc is going to charge, you know, on those tyres. Sets a brand new fastest lap. Zhou is in. He's too far ahead, I think, for us to even have a chance of catching up. Yeah, he's exiting the pit lane now. He's going to get out way ahead of Yuki. But behind his teammate. Although Albon's yet to stop.
We can just focus on charging the pack.
Yeah.
Well, we'll get DRS off the back of Valtteri there.
Copy.
And we have taken a couple of seconds out of Norris. That helps. Pulled out an extra second over Gasly as well. So Albon is going to drop us, or move us up to 13. And everyone else in front has already stopped. We're too far off the back of Sainz. There is Albon into the box. Too far off the back of Sainz and Russell and Stroll, etc. to catch them. Oh, yellow flag. Hulkenberg. Gasly says the fastest lap. Just a decent stop there for Albon. See, we were a tenth and a half slower than Norris there. Joe obviously was on an outlap last time. We are quicker than Yuki, who has stopped. That's quite a slow lap for Yuki, 129.9. Let's see what he does this time around. Coming up the line now. 29.3. $29.6 for us. Ugh. Okay, yeah, it's not looking good for 10th. I think we're going to need some help if we're going to have any chance of getting close to that position now. We are 11 seconds off. 12 seconds. 12 seconds off 10th. And not lapping quick enough. Maybe I should have started on the mediums instead of the softs. I think we were destined to go backwards a little bit. I thought we'd still be in the hunt for 10th. So it hasn't quite worked out that way. I say though, the promise of the pace in this car is tantalisingly close though. Couple more well-placed upgrades and we could probably get ourselves into the points on a more consistent basis, depending on what our drivers do. It's not over yet, though. I mean, we've still got another 12 laps. Well, 11 and a half laps. Anything can happen. We could have a big spin, or a crash into a wall, or another car. We could get a safety car, which would close the field right up. That would give us, you know, a chance to try and move up. Certainly close the gaps all the way up. Take on a load of extra fuel. Get the battery fully charged. And then the soft tyre runners would be potentially vulnerable. Not the soft tyre, sorry, the hard tyre runners. Although we're doing 129.8. Yeah, we're quicker than Yuki, but not by much. And we are definitely slower than both Norris and Zhou, with worse tyres as well. Got to watch out for Gasly as well. He is closing. Not by a huge amount, but he is closing. Taken a couple of seconds out of us since the pit stops. Max finally boxes. So, expect Max to reclaim the fastest lap. Imagine that means Perez is coming in next lap. Max left it too late though. He's going to be quick, but he's going to be a long way off as well. New fastest lap for Russell, 127.7. Time's always screwy when someone boxes. Alright, so still 12 seconds behind Tsunoda. Max got out just in front of Stroll and Sainz. Neither are going to be a threat on very worn hard tyres. Expect Max to drop them very quickly. Yeah, it's just dropped Stroll from the hangar straight to the end of the lap. It's what, a couple of corners, and he's already pulled that half a second or more in the space of what, 3 corners. This is going to be a mighty quick lap. He's pulled out almost a second since he crossed the line. That's 2 seconds he's pulled out on Stroll since he crossed the line. That's insane. I mean, I know it's a big disparity in tyre life and performance, but my God, that's just brutal speed. This is going to be such a quick lap. If this isn't fastest lap, I don't know what the fuck's fastest lap, because this is just... Look at that, he's 4.5 seconds ahead now. That's 3 seconds he's pulled out in 1 lap. Russell gets past. Fastest lap to 127.7. It's now a 126 something. 126.9. Yeah, it's pretty damn quick. I don't think Perez is going to stop. Is he? He's got to stop. Surely he can't go all the way on these tyres. He's still got, what, 7.5 laps to go. Max is now only 9 seconds off the lead. And if he can keep that kind of pace going, he's going to have it. Look how fast he was compared to all the cars in front. And how is Perez still out there on these tyres? Leclerc's going to get him in a second. Yellow flag. Someone has spun.
There's a yellow flag now.
That was Gasly. Oh, that takes the pressure off from behind. And it's coming out of entry again. That's where he spun last time.
I tried to brake to get out of it.
Two big spins in the same spot. There's Charles Leclerc. And Perez is going around again. What is going on with Perez here? Alonso, Ocon and Hamilton are going to get him at this rate. And yeah, he's still upping faster than us. That's a measure of where our car performance is against our sister team there. Yeah, Perez just goes down into second place like he wasn't even there. Maxo on 27.4, 2.5 seconds faster than Hamilton. That gap is now just 3 seconds. He's only 6 seconds off Leclerc. It's going to come down to whether Max can overhaul Charles Leclerc here. Somehow we've lost even more time to Yuki. We're now 15 seconds behind. Or 14 and a half.
Push a bit more.
Copy.
God, they're just lined up in a row for him.
Six laps to go.
Hamilton blocking him, and that's allowing Ocon to scamper away a little bit. Now he's got him, surely. Hamilton still had the DRS. Maybe he'll sweep around the outside. No, Hamilton held him off. Perez finally pits. Why did he wait so long? That's destroyed any chance he had of winning this Grand Prix. He might get the fastest lap from Max, but that'll be all he's going to get. It's a quick stop. Not quick enough though. He's going to come out behind Sainz at this rate. Maybe.
Need to focus on getting the back up.
There goes Sainz. So Perez down to 9th. Yep, there's Max through against Lewis. Ocon and Alonso up next. Such a disparity in grip. Speed he carried through there. Don't tell me he's going to slingshot past a pair of them. He got one of them. He's boxed in right now, but now he's going to get through. To cover him off. Max is just going to breeze past him and onto Leclerc very quickly. This is going to go down to like the last lap or two. But I think if Max gets onto the back of Charles, it's over. There he goes. He's past Alonso. We've got nothing left. Yeah, we're 6.7 seconds off the back of Norris.
4 to go.
We're staying in 13th unless there's a big crash in front of us, but we're going to stay with Max as he hunts down Charles Leclerc here. Can he do it? He's got enough rubber left. He's got the best car, and he is the best driver in the game, so should be able to. Took half a second out of him there. Just go through Maggots and Beckett's. This isn't even going to be this isn't even going to be a challenge. He's just going to get onto the back of him on this next lap, and then if he doesn't get him on this next lap, he'll certainly get him the lap after. Perez up to 8th, so he's got ahead of Sainz, but he's still 5.5 seconds off the back of Stroll, Russell, and Hamilton. Well, Stroll and Russell.
3 laps to go.
So the absolute best Perez can get is 6th place, and even that might be a bit too much. Certainly based on that last lap. That's what he does this time. He's pulling away from Sainz. Oh God, he's going to get him here, surely. Around the outside at Stowe. There we go, that's it. Max wins. He's got 2 laps to just sprint away. Oh, I wish we had performance like that in our car. Perez does indeed get the fastest lap, just a 1:26.8.
Two to go.
That battle's over. This is the other big battle that's left for the final step on the podium. Ocon versus Alonso. Hamilton waiting in the wings in case these two do something stupid to each other. They've got form. They're taking each other out. Well, he's making contact with each other. Can Alonso hold on for the podium? Can Ocon steal it from him? Will Hamilton capitalise on a mistake from either of them? Perez has caught Stroll. He's going to get the DRS. The swoop past. Can he close up to the back of Russell on this final lap? Bit of an ask, but you never know.
One to go.
Stroll held him off. That's it for Perez. He's not going to catch Russell now. He should still get past Stroll. Hamilton suddenly is within half a second of these two. It's going to be a dramatic final couple of corners. Here comes Ocon on Alonso. He's going to try and go around the outside. Alonso's going to have the inside for the final turn. Holds him off. And all of a sudden Ocon almost gets overtaken by Hamilton. But there we go. It's Max from Charles from Alonso. That's the podium. Ocon and Hamilton just a couple of tenths back. Perez does get past Stroll, but finishes too far behind Russell to catch him. We are a lonely 13th. Just didn't quite have enough performance in the car. Dirty Air's killing us right now. It's making it so hard for us to stay with with the cars that are quicker than us. We are the worst car on the grid for following in Dirty Air.
Let's check his flag. P13.
Low speed needs a bit of a boost as well. That's hurting us. We lose a lot of time in the low speed corners. But the car itself is reasonably quick. If we can just get a little bit more pace out of Oscar, improve his tyre wear, and keep working on the car, we can get back in the points.
And that will definitely be a day to forget for the AlphaTauri driver.
Having to retire early will no doubt be a bitter disappointment. But today is done and it's all about looking forward.
And no doubt Verstappen fans will be celebrating the Dutchman's achievement.
Taking their 8th win of the season, there's just no stopping them.
Yeah, Max's title challenge marches on.
Well,
8 wins from 11.
Britain, but our podium finishers won't be celebrating with a cup of tea tonight. They'll be staying true to Formula One tradition. And down there in the AlphaTauri garage, Karun, what would they be making of that race, do you think?
It was a strangely mixed weekend for them.
Not sure why they're celebrating so well, so passionately for finishing 13th.
Definitely positives there, though.
Exciting last turn lap, shame I wasn't involved. Yes, he was a bit of a shame, but yeah.
Next round, we're moving on to an exhilarating circuit. Formula One will be taking to the Hungaroring for the Hungarian Grand Prix.
So, yeah, a bit of a disappointment, but, you know, there are signs that the car is coming back to us a little bit. It's just not quite coming together just yet. Good race for Fernando. Look at that. Up 6 places to finish on the podium. Terrible decision from Perez to stay out so long on those mediums before boxing for a set of softs at the end. He did get the fastest lap in the end, but he also threw away a lot of points have a finish that would have been higher up had he boxed earlier. Very strange decision. Disappointing race for Sainz, down 5 places. You see we lost 3 places. Hulkenberg up 5. That's not bad considering the nightmare that he had with his race and his first stop. Magnussen had an absolute shocker. And then obviously, Lawson torpedoing into Valtteri at the end of the 3rd lap did not do us any favours. Drivers' standings. Max, with 25 points, extends his gap over Checo quite substantially with just 7 points for Checo there. So that gap now stands at 63 points. It's looking pretty ominous at this stage of the season. Charles Leclerc in 3rd place closes the gap down, but he's still a long way off. Yet to win a race this season. Checo's got 2. Who's won the other race? Oh, it's Alonso. In 4th place is the only other race winner so far this season. No one changing positions. A few people getting closer or further away from themselves, but no changes in positions at all. We still sit in 15th and 16th. Let's take a look at the constructors. 32 points for Red Bull puts them on 449 points. They are already 241 points clear of Ferrari. So that's looking like a foregone conclusion as well. 10 wins from 11 races. It is very much a dominant Red Bull season. Aston Martin in 3rd, lose another point to Ferrari, so that gap's now at 11 points. Mercedes stay in 4th and lose a point to Aston. And then it's Alpine in 5th, McLaren 6th, Williams 7th. We're still in 8th, a little way off where we need to be. In terms of pit stops, we had a couple of 2.5 second stops from Oscar. Obviously we didn't box Liam, which we should have done because we would A, have cleared his 5-second penalty, which is now going to be a 3-place penalty at Hungary, and B, would have given us a chance to get 2 drivers on the leaderboard. So we're going to lose out to Red Bull here, who pick up 37 points. Let's see what that's done to the standings. Yeah, we are losing ground in a big way. We're now 65 points off, but we are a long way clear of McLaren at the moment in 3rd. So I'll take 2nd place in the standings this season. It'll still be worth some good money for us at the end of the year. And in terms of the sponsors, well, we didn't get our finish position, which was 2 in the top 15. And we didn't get our fastest lap or both cars into Q2. But luckily they were targets, incentives rather than guarantees. So we didn't lose money on those. 2.68 added to the bank balance, which gives us 8.3 million. Let's take our inbox. So, an older chassis is destroyed, a front wing is destroyed, and an underfloor has failed. Not so good. We'll fix those in a moment. That's where our car sits in terms of car 1. It's not great, but you can't really pay too much attention to those numbers because they can lie to you, depending on whether other cars have got bits that need to be replaced as well. Clement Novalak gets the podium in the F2 race, and it's Paul Aaron getting the F3 podium there, or win. Despite our intervention, Liam Lawson and Matthias Spinney have not improved. That's not great. There's a chance that neither of them will be at the team next season. So, well, we'll see how that happens. Board confidence, still medium. Thank God for that. I was worried that we were going to dip a little bit. I'm expecting to see it disappointed. Yep, there it is. It's not looking good. There's a lot of red on that race performance board there. It's just not working out for us this season. Driver development updates. Let's have a look how our drivers improved. So a point in overtaking, 2 points in defending, and a point in reactions for Liam. A point in braking, a point in defending, and a point in accuracy for Oscar. So we are working on his race strategy, so we should see some improvement to his smoothness soon. It'd be nice if we could work his braking and his smoothness at the same time. But I don't think there is a way that we can do that, unfortunately, without going into balance, which I don't really want to do. Right, let's set our pit crew up for the next calendar month. So a little bit tired on the Monday. We'll give them the day off. Let's go with some pit stop training and gym training. Getting our chance of a mistake down quite nicely. It's now under 11%, which is very encouraging. Just need to find a little bit more pace if we can. Alright, so no training between Hungary and Spa. But then after Spa, we've got a nice long run of time to actually get some proper focused training in. I'll go full gym training for a week, I think. There we go. Right. Let's take a look at our cars. So, let's replace the chassis. And the front wing. Got no spare front wing, so we are going to need to make a couple of those. Don't have a spare underfloor, so I'll have to go back a spec. Oh no. We're on car 2. Okay, so swap out. Let's install that on car 1 and then install replacement there on car 2. New suspension isn't ready yet. 11 days to go. So, let's see. Oh, we've got slots available. We've got no other parts in development right now. But we have got money. Why was I holding off? Was I waiting for... I think I was waiting for a new ATR period, wasn't I? Alright, well, we've got a new ATR period. So, actually, before we do that, let's take a look at the warehouse. Let's see how our parts are stacking up. So, drag reduction is really good on the new chassis. As you can see, it's a huge step forward from that one to that one in terms of drag. And... massive jump forward. That's a jump of 20%. That's massive. Still way down on engine cooling. Airflow is not good. Airflow is hurting us when it comes to our dirty air performance. Let's take a look at our front wing. it's okay. Could do with a better one. Let's take a look at the new rear wing. New rear wing's really good, so that might not be that might be the last rear wing we make this year. Side pods. Again, airflow is not great. Improved drag reduction substantially. 9% there. It's the airflow that's hurting us again. Underfloor. That's a really strong underfloor, so again, probably not going to do another underfloor now. New suspension. It's a little bit of a step forward, but you know, it's a big step forward in brake cooling in terms of percentage, but not a massive step forward anywhere else. A little bit of extra drag reduction, a little bit of extra downforce across the board, but nothing dramatic. So we need another suspension, we need another front wing, and we need to really improve our airflow. Okay. Let's look at a new front wing. If I pump everything into this, what kind of gains can I expect? Nothing massive. Oh, that will make our medium and high speed strong. Very strong. It will improve our dirty air tolerance a little bit. That's going to take 45 days, so we're looking at Zandvoort if I were to do that. Okay. So I'm just kind of working these up in my head before we go ahead and confirm anything. What else were we looking at? Another suspension? Potentially. Kind of loath to do that because we still haven't actually put the other one on the car yet. Side pods. We could get some big gains on side pods. Maybe not. We could improve the engine cooling. We could certainly strip some extra weight out of the car. Not going to improve our dirty air though. By doing that, we're just going to improve downforce a little bit. So let's not worry about that. I think it's got to be a front wing. This can improve our dirty air tolerance and our downforce, and even bump our brakes a touch as well, which will again help with tyre temps, tyre wear. Yeah, let's try that. So, we want to go 3 engineers. I got 56 million left in the cost cap. That's pretty healthy. But I do need to worry about new engines, etc. for Oscar going forward. So we'll throw big hours into that for a new front wing. Let's do a new side pod without any additional hours. Get some minor gains, nothing substantial. But we will strip a bit of weight out, which will theoretically help with acceleration. As you know, it's going to be pretty much as it is. So there's going to just be a minor improvement to engine cooling, really. Yeah, let's go with that. Pump out one of those. 35 days. Want that to come down a bit. These take, what, 8 days to do? So, yeah, let's try that. That's 1 million on that. Let's get some more research going as well. Not going to do another rear wing, probably. So let's get some research going on a rear wing. Airflow sensitivity is definitely going to be affected next season, so we want to make sure that we whack as much into that as we can. And I don't want to sacrifice too much else. Yeah, we'll just go like that, get that project going. Let's go 3 engineers on that. There we go. Alright, that leaves me 4.3 mil. Car part development, manufacturing. Do I have any slots available? No, I don't. I will have 2 days when this finishes to slap on a front wing and get a spare front wing. Because I don't think I've got a spare right now, do I? No, I don't. So, yeah, we can at least get a spare front wing for the next race. Let's check in with the other teams. So Haas have got a new car part test centre upgrade. Mercedes are below where they expect it to be. They're 4th in the championship, 5th and 8th in the drivers. Take a look at our facilities. I would like to get a wind tunnel upgrade on this year, if at all possible. But I think what's going to be more important is putting the money that we have towards new powertrain parts for Oscar. So I'll hold off on the gearbox for now. Is going to need another ERS unit before the end of this season, so let's go ahead and buy that. And probably going to need another engine as well, but we'll hold off on that. Alright, so I got 1.8 mil. Right, inbox requirements. F1 in schools. It's 100 grand. Pausing staff development for 7 days. I can't attend that. Getting my staff improved is more important than 100 grand. Right, factory refurb is done, so that will improve our manufacturing speed again. That's good. I wonder if that's actually going to speed up how quickly any of these parts are going to be made. No, it doesn't look like it. Well, not here with the underfloor anyway. Maybe with the suspension. Didn't really pay too much attention to that one. Low stock in underfloors and chassis. I know about that. They are being built as we speak. New regulation votes. Sporting changes for next season. So, what have we got? Wants to take the extra parts away from us. No! Be gone. I need those spare engines. Underfloor research is done. Okay. How much money do I have? 1.8. I need to keep a little bit for front wings. For manufacturing. Let's do a chassis project. Let's go with that. Nice and simple. One engineer, 30 days, 700 grand. So that leaves me with 1.1 to manufacture a couple of new wings. I just get the feeling I might need an extra spare. It's an extra 225 grand, but I can afford it, and that will give me a spare on the day of practice and then another spare on race day. I just get the feeling I might need that extra spare, so we'll rush 2. Alright, let's get some new bits onto the cars. So, chassis. Both cars can now run the new chassis, as long as they don't bend it in practice. Got a spare front wing going into practice. Both cars are on the new rear wing. Both cars are on the new-ish side pod. Let's get both cars on the same underfloor, and I've got a spare one now as well. And both cars can run the new suspension for Hungary. So let's take a look at car analysis. That's where we sit with Liam Lawson. It should be the same now for Oscar. Yes, it is. The only difference is in... Well, no, weight's the same. But for some reason it's actually given the extra rank to Liam with a blue instead of a grey. That's a bit strange. But yeah, that's our car performance. So 6th in speed. That's pretty good. 17th in acceleration is... 9th in DRS is pretty good. 16th in low speeds, not so good. Especially given where we're going. 12th in medium speeds, not bad. 8th in high speed. Dirty air tolerance is still worst on the grid. Brake cooling is worst on the grid. Ugh. Well, the new front wing will hopefully deal with a little bit of that. That's where we stand against Williams. A bit of a mixed bag. And that's where we stand against McLaren. So again, bit of a mixed bag. We've got speed performance boosts, and we're up in some places in the downforce. We just didn't quite have it in us in the last race, which was a bit of a surprise. Yeah, bit of a strange one. It's going to come down to driver ratings, I think. This is the reason why we're not outperforming Mercedes at the moment, when on paper we should be, at least in terms of the car, at any rate. Right, well, there we go. Our first race back after just over a week away, and it wasn't a horrible race. It was a little disappointing. I thought we would be in with a slightly closer chance of getting 10th place, but yeah, just a little bit lacking. We are bringing another new upgrade onto the car, and we have equal performance with our two cars for the first time in a while as well now. First time in a few races. Hopefully we do not damage our limited parts for chassis and suspensions. We do have a spare front wing, another one on the way, and we have a spare underfloor, so I'm not too concerned about those, but the chassis and the suspensions take a long time to manufacture, so let's try not to destroy those, please, in the next race, boys. We'll be back at the usual time tomorrow, 8 PM UK time. So I hope you've enjoyed our return tonight. I will be back, as I say, usual time tomorrow. So until then, that's it from me. Thanks for watching. I am Jim Bob, and I'll be back with some more F1 Manager very soon.